Welcome back to Game On, where we use sports to discuss everything related to mental health. Another observation I had while spending a couple weeks at this international sports competition was the dynamic between parents and athletes. And it really ran the whole age gamut from teens, adults, and even older adults. And for the most part, it was positive. It was great, supportive of each other. But sometimes I did notice a little bit of a gap between the purpose of competing or the values and why they're there, which brings up the question is, well, why do we do things, right? What is pushing me? What's my motivation? Sometimes we don't stop and really stop and observe, well, what is the driving force behind this? So you can have an athlete who wants to compete or be involved in a sport because, hey, it's a good time, or I'll be looked at as, part of a certain social crowd, or it will open opportunities. I'll get a scholarship. Parents might, it also might be financial. Well, we'll get a scholarship. College is expensive. Or I'll be able to say at social events, hey, my kid is this and this, living vicariously through my child. A lot of times we're not necessarily honest with ourselves of why it is. And if we're not, then sometimes that leads to this gap, and it can lead to even conflict, because if, say, a athlete is motivated by they want to just compete and they want to be social, but a parent is motivated by, hey, we need to get this certain result because you're not going to get the scholarship, or even vice versa, not putting this all on parents, then that's going to lead to conflict. And if we're not honest with ourselves, that's going to create issues. Now, also, even just within ourselves, acknowledging, well, am I here to party? Am I here to have a good time? Am I here just for the money? This goes all the way through professional sports. If we're not honest, then it's going to show up. So the real question here is, like, what do we do when we live with people, we work with people, or we have to depend on people who have really different motivations than us? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just is. Like, we're all different. We're all driven by different things. So whether it's my partner, my parent, my sibling, my colleague, and sometimes I really have to depend on them. So how do we navigate that without trampling on them and without us getting trampled on? And this is very, very much related to all of our mental health. And so a lot of it is communication. A lot of it is accepting that, well, this is what they value. A lot of it is just real honesty with ourselves and asking them to be honest, and then sharing with them, well, this is what I'm experiencing. You're really motivated by this, but I'm motivated by this, and I'm feeling like stifled or pressured, or I don't know, whatever the word is that you're experiencing. It could be, it could be a little dance to navigate that. But if we sort of assume that everyone should match those values and have the same motivation, and we should all be one nice, neat row that everyone's the same, that's just not real. And we're going to be severely disappointed, and we're going to get frustrated, and it's going to come out in some way. So I hope that's helpful. I would love to hear your feedback on this as well. Have a good rest of your day.